Yeah. Daily, 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 daily go get our mism show. And it's all right. And we on go. Everything is gonna be all right. We do this thing alike every night. Sometimes we do it during the day. That's only on the weekends. Yo, nothing to say. It's the daily, daily go get our mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. So tonight we talking about your loves and your lying eyes. So tonight we're going to be asking the question and talking about whether you throw caution to the wind or fail to see the truth when you are in love with somebody. And or even if you just have people that you care about deeply. Does it stop you from being able to see the truth? Well, we're going to see about it tonight. Tonight, we're going to get into it, be about it, talk about it. Everything is going to be all right. You join in. I'm so glad that y'all here. I feel great. So your loves and your lying eyes. Do people who you love, are they able to talk you out of what you have seen them do? Are they able to talk you out of seeing or accepting the truth? Your loves and your lying eyes. Your love and your lying eyes. We're going to get into it tonight. It's going down. It's going to be right. So, I said so. First of all, I'm glad to be here. I'm feeling like a real man should. And I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. So we're going to get into it and get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we going to solve. What's going on, T. Carey? Right morning, noon, and night. It's always good to have my peoples going right in your sight. And Carol Chamberlain. Yo, that's my friend. That's my piece. She's my favorita, no doubt. And my brother Ansel Jones, yo, the girls of Baltimore can't leave him alone. He's worldwide, used to be there, then here, and he's moving around a sphere. Stacey White, what's going on, man? It's good to see you right here, right now. Yeah, and Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn it out. My big sis, Robin Ming is here to do a thing. She's something like a queen for a king. So what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Tanja Robinson. Oh, hold on. Thick is in. Oh. Thick is in. What's going on? Tanja Robinson. What's going on, man? It's good to see me. Some of you. Thanks for coming on, popping on, and running on through. And what up? Secret Chatois. What up, ma? Secret Chatois. Secret JTX. What's going on, ma? So, this is the Daily Go Get Mism Show. I'm your host, Son 752. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Son 752. And this your the Daily Go Get Mism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Son 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It is the Daily Go Get Mism Show. Like I said, I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show on this Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. We are going in, and we're talking about your loves and your lying eyes. Do the people who you love or care for deeply, which is the same as love, are they able to talk you out of seeing what you really saw, knowing what you really know, accepting what you need to accept? Is it true? Have you ever had lying eyes for somebody that you know? Like you don't want to see them in that way. You know what I mean? You don't want to see them in that way. So whatever way you can use to distract yourself from seeing them in a negative way, you on it. You on it. You see your man trying to push up on your sister. You see your man trying to push up on your friends. You see your man trying to push up on your cuz. And what does your man say? Oh no, we wasn't even talking about nothing like that. I don't even like your cousins like that. You the best looking one in your family. And even when your cousins try to come through and say that he was hollering at them, you like, no, y'all bitches ain't nothing but hoes. Y'all hoes, y'all always trying to take somebody man. Y'all used to take each other man. So why should I believe that y'all ain't trying to take mine? Yo, leave mine alone. Leave mine alone. Here's the thing about that. Why have lying eyes for him, but not lying eyes for them? Is it that you care about your man more than you care about your sister or your cousin? Or is there other things? Is there another thing at play here? Is it that you are love starved in a way that your family and friends couldn't give you that? They couldn't give you that thing that you need that your man can give you. Or in the case of a man dealing with a woman, like, yeah, my brothers and my sisters and my aunts and my uncles and my mama and my daddy and nobody else, they don't understand this thing that me and her have. They don't understand this love that I have for her. They don't get it. They don't want nobody getting in their business and telling them who to love and what to do and how to act. So why should they get all up in my shit? When it's time for me to so-called accept what I have to so-called accept, then I'll accept it. But for right now, they just mad. They just jealous. They just trying to break us up. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see no inappropriate behavior. I didn't see my man doing nothing he ain't got no business doing. I didn't see my girl doing nothing that she ain't had no business doing. She might be a little flirty, but she would never do me dirty, yo. She might be a little flirty, but she would never do me dirty. She might be a little flirty, but I don't think that she would ever do me dirty. She might be flirty, but she wouldn't do me dirty. I said she might be a little flirty, but she would never do me dirty. My girl likes to get her flirt on, but no matter what, she gonna keep her skirt on. It's gonna be drawn all the way down to her knees. She would never lift it up for the next nigga, please. Nigga, please. Better stop lying on my girl. Y'all just mad. Y'all just mad because I got the flyest John. Y'all just mad because she want to be with me and I want to be with her and y'all want to be with her and she ain't gonna want to be with y'all. Y'all just mad. Mo will get your own girl because I got mine. And stop being all up in my girl face and trying to tell me that she trying to holler at y'all. She ain't trying to holler at y'all. She got premium grade A USDA beef over here. She wanted with y'all. Y'all niggas is cold cuts. Y'all niggas is cold cuts. She don't want none of y'all. She got over there. She got this ribeye. She got that, the prime rib. Prime, baby. Prime. On some Amazon shit. So it just seems that no matter what your girl does, no matter how she is, no matter how she treats you, no matter how suspicious her behavior may be, you always find a way to absolve her of all culpability. You always seem to find a way to get rid of all guilt that's due to her. I mean, it must be love because logic would never do this. That's right, Secret Chatois. Straight cold cuts. Y'all niggas is pimento loaf. Pimento loaf ass niggas trying to come around and get my girl. Don't nobody like that shit. What is that shit? What is a pimento anyway? What is those green and red? What the fuck is that? Look like somebody put put some crumpled up some jelly beans and rolled them in and put them in some bologna. Y'all niggas is pimento loaf. Over here, these the choice butcher cuts. Choice. These are choice butcher cuts. Cuts. All this. This is choice. Choice. Choice butcher cuts. They don't want y'all pimento loaf, bologna, salami, beef salami, chuck fucking turkey ham ass niggas. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, niggas. Y'all hoagie making ass niggas. Nah. Your loves and your lying eyes. It happens. Now, the scenarios that I just put out there, I'm pretty sure that most of y'all have seen this play out with people that y'all know. There may have even been a time in one or two of your lives where it was like that for y'all. Y'all was all in, nose was open like six packs, open like 7-Eleven, open like A&P and Mini Market with the motherfucking with the gas station. You know, gas stations don't be closing and shit. Yeah, that's you. Open all the way open. OPEN, open on some Sesame Street shit. So, yeah. So, yeah, you may have been through that in your life where you didn't want to see no wrong. Because I mean, there could be so many reasons for it, because you might not feel like starting over. You may have waited a long time to find a love like this, to experience a feeling like this. And it's good for you. And you don't want to be rushing to end this thing or to even question it to the point where you're afraid that they might end it. Let me ask y'all something, man. Now, come on now. You know, it's a serious situation. Have you ever been so in love with a person? Have you ever been so in deep with a person that you was afraid to challenge them on anything because you feared that they might get mad at you and quit you, and you wasn't ready to break up, even at the expense of sacrificing your own self-esteem, even at the expense of sacrificing what you knew to be the truth, even at the expense of sacrificing your own pride, even at the expense of, you know, sacrificing your ego? Have you ever done it? Have you ever been there? I mean, some people have been there. I mean, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Sometimes a relationship is good to the point where it's making you feel good, it's validating you, it's stamping you, you know, it's giving you that stamp of approval. I mean, you know, you really feeling this thing to the point where you ain't trying to make you know, maybe it's at a point where you don't know somebody that well, so y'all really just got started, but you're digging it, you're liking how this shit is going, and you ain't trying to make him or her mad to the point where they start auditing you. Like, you know, I gave you a shot. You ain't really all of that. I could have been with that one. Oh, this one over there. This one asked me. So you don't want them to start thinking that way. So you figure if you just go along to get along, then, you know, you won't ruffle any feathers or make any ripples in the water. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, you know, y'all ain't got to admit that shit. I seen it in action. I ain't ready to get quit. I ain't ready to get quit. So being as though I ain't ready to get quit, I'm gonna act like I ain't see that shit. I ain't hear that shit. You know? Jeff Hawkins, my brother's Jeff Hawkins. What's going on, J Hawk? You know what I mean? That girl back in high school. Hello? Hey. I don't know. It's good. But listen, I'm on my show right now. So if it's not an emergency, I'll call you back. You good? All right. All right. Cool. All right. I'll be back. So, yeah. Jayhawk, that girl back in high school. You know, the one that had the bob cut, the Chinese bob. You know what I'm saying? She had the Chinese bob. She had the big bamboo earrings, the triangle shits. You know what I'm saying? They was kind of like square. She ain't even had a regular, round bamboo. She had the square shits or the onyx, the big onyx plates with the gold in them. And she was fly and she was cute. I mean, real cute. You know what I mean? She was a drug dealer's dream. You know what I mean? And you finally got with her. You don't even know how. She liked you. And you liked her. But even though she liked you first, you liked her more than she liked you. Or so you felt. So, you know what I mean? You knew that if you sacrificed this joint, if you let her get away, she was going to be off the market with the quickness. This chick was in high demand. You know what I mean? Niggas was like, you go with Jeff? You go with Jeff though? I'm saying no. I'm saying, man. I mean, Jeff, my man. I mean, that's my boy and everything, but man. Well, look, take my number anyway. Just take we could be friends. Just take my number. Take my number. You gonna take my all right, here. Take my number. Yeah, just call me. Call me when you just call me. Give me a call. You knew that somebody was gonna snatch her fine ass Chinese bob wearing ass, the big onyx plate with the gold on wearing ass. She had a little chain with a dog tag on it with a name on it. He was like, I think I better be on my best behavior. I ain't trying. I mean. So you see her playing. You see her talking to some basketball playing ass nigga. You might have played basketball, but he was on the basketball team with his old tall, over 6'4" ass. And she all up in his face. You act like you ain't see that shit. People, your boys coming back to you like, yo, I saw your girl talking, basketball playing ass nigga. You know what I mean? The boy. What boy? Yo, the boy John on the basketball team. She was all up in his face. Listen, I ain't trying to say she was trying to get with him, but it's a good chance that John is trying to get with your girl, and it don't look like she resisting. You like, So you ask your girl, yo, you know the boy John? You ain't accusing yet, because you don't want to, oh, you know the boy John? Hoping like hell that she said, oh yeah, I just know him from around the way. We went to elementary school together. That's what you hoping they say, like, please let him be your cousin or a friend of your cousins, you know what I mean? Twice removed, you know what I'm saying? Please tell me that he was asking about your girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. It was your birthday yesterday. Yo, it's kind of ill. I missed you. My brother, I'm going to shout you out tonight. I'm going to make that thing from last night right. Yo, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, tax, and chill. It's his birthday, y'all. Yeah, it's still going down because it said so, y'all. Yeah, give him a pound. Yo, what's up, my brother? You know what I mean? I couldn't do the show yesterday. It wasn't it wasn't it wasn't gonna work out. But know this. You know what I mean? You a superstar around these parts, my guy. And it was your birthday yesterday, and we gonna celebrate you today. I was celebrating you yesterday too. I shouted you out on the show. It's just that the show didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna continue that shout out from yesterday. It's a crazy twat talking about something. A drug dealer bought her those earrings. She was also talking about some, okay, we get it. No, a lot of times y'all don't be understanding nothing that I be talking about, or y'all be understanding it in the way y'all want to understand it. Y'all got to understand what I'm talking about. You got to understand what I'm talking about, though. You're not understanding me, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not understanding me, though. You know what I mean? All's fair in the game of war. Oh, okay. Guys with the territory, player. Okay. Shirley, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Word up. So yeah. I mean, you know, you may have been in a position, you may have been in a relationship at some time in your life where you didn't want to ruffle those feathers. You know what I mean? You was in a little too deep. You wasn't ready to get quit. Whatever you do, don't quit me. We can work this thing out. I see you all up in another dude face. We can work it out. You stole some money out my wallet. We can work it out. You ain't even giving me none, but I heard you gave the next man some, and me and you been together for 6 months. We can work it out. Yeah, you don't want nobody to know that me and you even together. And here we are going to the same school. We together all the time. You telling people that we just cool. We can work it out. We can work it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I mean, you never know what kind of cards life is going to deal you. And you may just be at a time in your life where you are just not ready to see what you're really seeing. But the question that I really have for tonight is, can somebody else control what you see? Like, can they proactively talk you out of seeing what you just saw and make you believe that you didn't see what you just saw? You know, like Eddie Murphy was talking about back in the day. Wasn't me. Then Shaggy said it based on that song. I mean, based on that stand-up routine. Wasn't me. Yeah. You may have had a wasn't me situation. A wasn't me moment. You wasn't ready to see that it was. Like, that shit was like, Jeff Hawkins, remember playing wall ball back in the day? Or chink? One bad. Remember, you got a one bad. So if you didn't serve correctly, you ain't get a bad point for that shit. It was one bad. You know what I'm saying? One bad. It didn't even count. And you might have been doing that with love. Shit is real. If y'all would like to call into the show, I invite you to call. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. And make sure that y'all share the show. Please hit that like button. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Hit the like button, share the show, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please, I would appreciate that. I said, please, please. All right. So yeah, your loves and your lying eyes. Can somebody talk you out of seeing what you think you saw and make you actually believe them instead of yourself? Because that's a lot of control there, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. We see it all the time. We've seen it happen to other people. It may have happened to us at a particular time, and it may have been one of those times that we would really like to push in the back of our mind and act like it never happened and just forget about it. But you know that it happened, and the way that you will always remember what happened is if you see it happening to somebody else that you care about, and you trying to prevent them from going down that rabbit hole that you went down. You understand what I'm saying? So you ain't trying to let them know. No. Let me give you some game. Let me give you some game. I'm not going to let you go out like I went out. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to look out for you, baby. I'm going to look out for you. I got you. I got you. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. She says, you see what you want to see. So if that's what you want to see, so be it. Yeah. But when the smoke clears, you might even be more angry with yourself than you were when everything was going on. Because you know what I mean? Nobody likes to be made a fool of. But what happens when you've made a fool of yourself? Because listen, if you catch somebody in the act and you elect or decide or choose to look the other way or to act like you didn't see what you saw because you just can't deal with the pain at that time, you really are running out of people that you can blame. You're running out of people that you can blame, baby. I mean, look, you caught him red-handed. I mean, when they red-handed with the blood on his hands, he was like, nah, man, that shit ain't blood. We be playing them catch-up games, man. It's like an old blaxploitation flick. You know, remember how fake that blood used to look in the old blaxploitation films? I mean, Black Caesar. Like, I know y'all can find something that look more like blood than that shit. Shout out to Black Caesar films, though. Them shits was all right. James Brown on the soundtrack. James Brown. Jeff Hawkins says, most of the strength is in the beholder. Okay. Most of the strength is in the beholder who they're controlling the narrative. Okay. Robbie Mink says, no, my eyes don't lie. I don't care what others said. They seen. I know what I saw. Okay. Jeff Hawkins says, or it's just nothing to them. Okay. Yeah. And it's funny because Rob brings up a valid point. There are some people who do nothing but look for chinks in the armor. There are some people who do nothing but look for suspicion, there are people who do nothing but try to satisfy their suspicions of inappropriate behavior. There are plenty of people who can never be happy in a relationship, no matter how young the relationship or old the relationship is, no matter how well it's going. They always audit it. They keep auditing the relationship until they audit some people right out of their lives. Now, how is it that some people do that and never seem to get comfortable in a relationship, and then there are people who get so comfortable in a relationship early in a relationship that they don't see nothing? They would never test anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, because when you're in love feels good, man. It does. It feels good, man. It does. There are very few things in the world that feel better than being in love. Very few things. But we know that some of the consequences of being blindly in love can really, really take you there, and it can really take a toll on your emotions way worse than if you would have just, been true to yourself and made moves that you wanted to make. But I can't tell anybody else how to feel. And nobody can tell me how to feel either. So I've made mistakes. Other people have made mistakes too. Some people learn by getting their hand burned, and some people put their hands right back into the hot spot until they can't take it no more. Like, yeah, it's hot over. I mean, it's hot, but it ain't burning me. It's hot though. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hot. It's hot though. Security Twice says, not stealing out my wallet. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? But I have known dudes that stole from their girls. And I have known I've known dudes that bragged about it. Like, yeah, man, I went a purse. You know, she paid me. I went in a purse and took a couple of $100 out. I'm like, and she ain't missed that shit? I always wondered if they was lying. I'm like, you took a couple of $100 and they didn't miss it? And you was the only one there. They didn't. What? So who knows if they took the amount that they said that they took? But they took something. They took something. That's my word. Let's see. Carol says, at Jeff, yep. Some people are so starved for love that they can't see the forest for the trees. Can't see the forest for the trees and love, baby. Jeff says, hurt, pain, and much confusion when blindly out of control. Carol says, at Omar, only if it's true love, not that fake-ish. Okay. Well, who's to say whose love or what love is true? I mean, probably when you're in love, it all feels true. It probably all feels 100% authentic. Doesn't mean that it is 100% authentic, but it feels that way. And sometimes you're in a position where you don't want that feeling to go away. Like, listen, I ain't hurting nobody. I'm over here just loving, baby. Just loving, baby. I'm just loving on something. That's all. I'm just trying to love on something. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. So yeah, it's a tough position to be in. It really is. It's tough, and yeah. Sometimes we find ourselves being there. Married couples have done it. Unmarried couples have done it. Sometimes love is really, really one-sided. And that one side is not looking for the truth. The one side is just looking for comfort. They may even be past looking for the validation stage. They just looking to get comfortable. Like, listen, I just want, man. Listen, I ain't. Well, I'm just trying, you know what I mean? Just get comfortable and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hang out, cool out. You know what I'm saying? That's where the crib's at. And it might really be that way. It might really be that way. Like, you just never knew love like this. And it'd be that way. I see that we have a call on the line. Caller with the last numbers 4828. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind this evening? What's good?
Hello, how are you?
Feel like a real man should. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm just kind of like hanging out. I was, just reflecting on myself, and I was like, have I done this? And I definitely have known things or seen things and looked the other way. Most recently, like during the pandemic, I was dating this guy, and I knew, you know what I mean, that he was doing some things on the side, and I kind of I didn't even address it. So I don't know if I was lying to myself. I kind of felt like, well, it's too soon anyway, and so I just didn't address it at all. I was like, yeah, I'm not really going to say anything. So I'm not. It didn't, to me. It didn't make sense to make any waves when I didn't even know where it was going anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, all right. So, on the strength of your lying eyes, did you see something, or did you suspect something?
Both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, what did you see that you had to unsee? Because sometimes, sometimes you want to unsee some things. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just like, look, I'm gonna unsee that shit. Nobody saw it. I ain't see it then. Like I'm gonna unsee that shit. I'm gonna unhear it.
Well, he's listening, so I'm not going to go into details. But I wouldn't say that I wanted to unsee it necessarily. I prefer to. I can deal with the truth way better than I can. A lie. So it was just kind of. I don't know. In a way, I don't know. I feel like I was kind of like lying to myself in a way I wasn't. I know I told myself like, well, it is what it is. You know what it is, and now you can make a clear decision moving forward. But at the same time, I knew I didn't want to make waves, so I kind of just brushed it under the rug.
You said you didn't want to make waves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So was it a situation where you thought that if you made waves, he might drop you or whatever? Or did you not want to make waves just because, like, what was your reason?
Okay. So I didn't want to make waves because I didn't want to upset him. I didn't want to upset myself. And it was just like, I didn't necessarily feel like I had the right to do either. So I just abstained from doing that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So have you ever been in a situation where somebody made you not see what you definitely saw?
Oh, I have been in a situation where they tried. Yeah,
okay.
They definitely they put forth a lot of effort. And I'm like, but I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely a shaggy moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's no way I can't believe this. And they came up with the most fabulous story. And I was like, wow, that's a pretty damn good story, man. Like,
mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, could it have some validity to it? No, dummy, because you saw it. So yeah, I definitely had someone try to make me believe something other than what I saw. Like, no, that's not what you saw.
Okay.
You think that's what you saw. I know it looked this way, and I'm pretty sure the first time that they did it, I fell for it. But after that, I was like, wait a minute, you can't be on top of a girl twice and be doing the Heimlich maneuver.
Lightning struck twice.
You doing the Heimlich twice? Is she choking on everything? No. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, why put your clothes off? Mm-hmm.
WWE wrestling. We play fighting. Let me ask you this though. All right. In terms of I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. In terms of when somebody is physically abusing somebody in a relationship, and they say things like, I don't really want to put my hands on you, but you make me do it. If somebody can convince somebody that they really are making them abuse them instead of they're abusing them for their own reasons, is that a form? Do you think that's a form of somebody, making your eyes lie to you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you say yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Definitely.
you think that abusers are able to make people who they abuse believe that they're not being abused or that they're causing their
Yes.
abuse?
Well, of course, they're causing the abuse, but they are able to make people who want to believe that they're not being abused believe that they're not being abused. So like nobody can really make you. You have to want to believe something other than what you know is the truth. You have to want to believe something other than what's right in front of you. You know, I mean, he punched you in your eye, sis. You know, and somehow you're going to buy into the fact that, had you allowed him to finish his sentence, that wouldn't have happened. Um, that you want to believe that. You want to believe that if you allow him to finish his sentences, then he won't punch you anymore because you love him and because you want this to work out and you want y'all to be a family and whatever it is that you tell yourself. So he's putting out that effort to make you believe something other than what you know is true, but you are choosing to believe something other than what you know is true.
Do you think that somebody could convince somebody that they hadn't even really been punched?
No, come on now, no.
Are you sure?
To convince them that they weren't really punched.
Yeah, like
I've seen people say, "Yo, I did not stomp you," with a straight face.
mm-hmm.
But and the other person not believe it.
Okay, because I've seen people do it. Like now I didn't punch you. Now did I? Did I? No, you ain't punched me. Like I don't know if they convinced them, but I know they said no. You know what I mean? So I don't. Carol Chamberlain says, "As son, it certainly is, and yes, they can make someone think that they are not being abused." Okay. And Jeff Hawkins doubled down, says, "Yes, Omar, you can convince them of such." Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How they say your body goes where your mind goes. You know what I mean? So if you really want to believe something, whether it's a good thing to believe or a bad thing to believe, you can achieve that if you know how to control it. Now, you would think that you controlling your own mind would normally be for constructive purposes, but it's not like that with everybody. Sometimes your mental state can lead you straight into destructive behavior or abusive behavior or masochistic behavior where you allow yourself to be abused or even welcome that type of thing. And I've heard some people say, well, everybody goes through this. You know what I mean? This is not uncommon. All couples have problems, So and in their heart of hearts, they may not feel like their situation is exclusive to them because maybe they grew up witnessing that type of thing too, So it's a tough situation. But when you're dealing with somebody, when you're dealing with the mind of a manipulator, when you're dealing with the maniacal mind that is not just domineering, but overly aggressive and narcissistic and really possessive, negatively possessive and controlling to a point where it's not a positive thing. Yeah, that's a tough thing to deal with. And they are the master manipulators to make people believe that they're not doing what they're doing or that they didn't see what they see. And it's pretty much an intimidation game, but it works for some people. It works for some people.
But I wanted to ask you, is it that they are truly making people believe that they're not being abused, or is it that the other person does not want to believe that they are being abused?
It could be a combination, because anybody else that's witnessing is they saw the abuse. They're not going to see anything else, but kids, they may not see the abuse because they've been coached out of it. The person who is being abused, whether it's mommy or daddy, they've been coached out of it. So all of a sudden, nobody sees this abuse that's happening on a regular basis. So, if it was a one-shot deal, that's one thing. But if something is going on a regular basis, as if it's scheduled, and everybody is mum's the word and everybody's tight-lipped, yeah, somebody has taken total control of the situation, and they are doing their bidding, and everybody else is submitting. Everybody. So nobody sees the truth, including the abuser. Like, no, that ain't how I am. Have you ever seen anybody? Let me ask you that. Have you ever met or known anyone who is abusive or displays some type of behavior that they seem to speak out against all the time? Like,
oh yeah.
This motherfucker's from the Slapper-Ho tribe. Huh? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said definitely. My ex-husband is that person. He'll speak out. He'll defend women's rights. He'll defend. He is. It's crazy. And I'll be on social media, and I'll be like, did this guy really just say that? He's defending women's rights. He's defending on social media. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, and he is the king of it. He is the king of it. He has actually laid hands and said, "I never laid hands," and but the cops have pictures in the hospital as the pictures. So
wow.
And he's like, I don't remember doing any of that. It was recorded. It was recorded. Yeah. So, but he'll go online and be like, yeah, you don't have to take that. Don't take that. We're here for you. We who? And I'm looking at it going, duck, because he's gonna, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it at some point. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you see that happening in real time, it's like, wait a minute. So here you are, one of the biggest thieves out here, and you always and you acting like you got a thing against people who steal.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on drugs in and out of rehab for how many times and how long? Yeah, you want to speak out on people who use drugs? You want to call people crackheads and shit? Like,
yep.
Well, it happens.
Yep.
But it's like, what? You can just keep your mouth shut about it.
Girlfriend too.
Huh?
I said, unfortunately, he's doing it with his current girlfriend too, and it breaks my heart, to see him behave in that way. And I wish that I could put a bug in her ear, but I understand that my position in his life will have her doubt whatever it is that I'm saying, even though she's been through whatever I know for a fact that she's been through. And I've witnessed, to the point where I said to him, you shouldn't do that. Like, that's just wrong, and So yeah, there's some nefarious people out here in this world.
Mm. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You gotta let people lying eyes tell the story that they need told.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's listen, if you will allow your eyes to lie, ain't nobody gonna be able to flip the switch and make your eyes start telling the truth. You've already accepted the lie. You're comfortable with that.
Yep.
Because you may not be ready
Mm-hmm.
to make that move. You ain't ready. Ain't no use in acting prepared for something that you're not prepared for. Just ride it out. Ride it out. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but you don't know that yet. Just go ahead and ride. You'll find out later.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tough situation, And hold on, let's back up a little bit because we've only been talking about lovers or whatever. People do the same shit with their kids.
What you mean?
You love your children, and you want them to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to get involved in things like drugs, violence, gangs, things like that. And sometimes your kids get involved in that shit. And it may break your heart because you may have really been trying to steer them in a better direction, and they're rebelling right now. And you may not be ready to look at the truth about what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily have to be something totally negative. Let's say your child is gay and you don't want them to be gay. So guess what? You don't see their boyfriend. You don't see your son's boyfriend.
Nope.
Your son ain't never brought no girl home. Ain't got no ass. Don't never talk about no girl. But I bet you he played with them dials and learned how to jump in a double dutch rope real good. You know what I mean? Playing with his sisters Barbie dolls and shit, and combing their hair and getting busy with that easy bake oven and that Holly Hobby house. But anyway, but yeah, you might not be ready to see it. So you on some old he's just a late bloomer. He liked girls. I remember when he was 5 years old, he liked girls. That nigga a whole 30 years old. And so it could be something like that. Yeah. You ain't trying to believe your lying eyes. Him and his best friend, neither one of them had no girlfriends the whole time they've been growing up. But you don't see nothing, huh? Okay.
Nope.
Exactly. So yeah, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always just apply to lovers. There are plenty of things your kids. You know how many parents found it really hard to believe that they sons was selling drugs. Like, this nigga ain't got no job. He coming home throwing stacks in the crib. Like, how can he afford that microwave in 1989? You know what I mean? He put you the microwave that you could put metal inside of. Like, wow. So I can put a pot in this shit. Like, yeah, you get out of here. That shit ain't gonna start sparking and start a fire. No, man, go ahead. Put a aluminum pie the thing you put a pie in. It's aluminum. What do they call it? A pie pan? No, I don't call it aluminum pan. Whatever. Put that shit in the microwave. Shut that shit and press 2 minutes. And just watch the carousel go around and around. Like, wow. This nigga riding around. 760 Volvo. We talking about, like 1990. 760 Volvo, brand new. Hammered up rims, tinted. Got a kid on that motherfucker. Got the kid on it. He ain't got no job. He don't have no job. This nigga, you like, where you be getting all this money? Mom, I've been washing cars. I washed this car so good, he gave me the car. You believe that shit. Why? Because you didn't want to accept that your son was selling drugs. You didn't want to believe it. Then when he got knocked, you see the charges, you like, my son wasn't selling no drugs. The DA say he was. First of all, the narcotics cops, they say he was. The undercovers, the narcotics detectives, the magistrate, the DA, the judge, the jury, everybody say he's selling drugs. And the feds say he's selling drugs too. This motherfucker doing interstate commerce. Trafficking, baby. It took all of that for you to finally accept, like, I was really wondering how he afforded all that jewelry. You love your son. And he was looking out for the cookout. And, so your lying eyes ain't see what was obvious to everybody else. You was not going to look at that shit. You wasn't trying to see it. No. Your lying eyes, baby. Huh?
Even if your son is not selling drugs or doing something, illegal, a lot of parents today they refuse to see that their son or their daughter are lazy bums.
That too.
Like, you
worthless.
There are a whole lot of lazy son of a guns out here in their 20s, 30s, and unfortunately, in some in their 40s. And the parents would just be like, well, they just trying to find themselves. They signed up for community college. Okay, he's 42. And I haven't even seen him
slow down.
First of all, he ain't got a laptop. He doesn't have a laptop. He ain't got a tablet. He said he's doing the classes on his phone because he got one of those smartphones. Things like that. And the parents they'll choose to not believe what's right in front of them.
Exactly.
They'll see it. They'll see all the signs, and just ignore it.
It happens all the MNF time. All the MNF time. Listen, you can't make somebody see what they don't want to see. But don't worry, because they saw it. The site that we're talking about is listening, understanding, and acceptance. They ain't ready to do that, but they saw it. They physically saw it, and they're processing it the way they want to process it. You ain't gonna get in the way of that. So
do you feel like this can happen with friends too, where because you love your friend and maybe you guys have been friends a long time, you choose not to see disloyal behavior and things like that?
Not just disloyal behavior, but alternative lifestyles. You might have a friend you grew up with, he might be gay. You might have suspected, you might have suspected all along, like, you know what? How come every time I set this boy up with some ass, he'll never take it? Oh, he getting ass, nigga. Don't you worry. It just ain't the kind of ass you offering. You know what I mean? You might not want to see that. Same thing. Same thing. You can have a friend that's getting high. Come on. You like, I know he smoked weed, but I know he ain't sniffing. I know he ain't smoking no crack. Guess what? He's smoking the crack. but you don't want to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes everybody around the way, like, yo, man, your man, you need to get your man, try to get your man in rehab. He out here smoking. Like, no, he not. No, he not. He smoke weed, but he ain't doing that. Yes, the fuck he is, man. What you talking about? I just sold him 5 joints. Like, man, whatever. It's hard to believe. You know, people going, or you might have a friend that might be delving in prostitution or whatever. She selling ass, or just giving up the ass too much. You know, you got a friend that's a hoe. You don't want a friend that's a hoe. She ain't start off a hoe, but she went down a rabbit hole. She went down that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
how many of us have friends who abuse not just like weed or whatever, or like cocaine, but alcohol and drugs, and we kind of look the other way and tell ourselves, that it's not as bad as we think, or it's just recreational, and then when they get into an accident or worse,
yeah,
we're like, man, I should have done more, and we saw it was like right in our faces, and we chose to lie to ourselves.
this shit is real. How about this one? Hold on. How about when you see somebody that you care about do some foul shit, fucked up shit, negative shit, or whatever, and they've been doing that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they promise you that they're not going to do it no more, so if you actually don't see them do it no more, then you excuse all the other times you saw them, like it never really happened. He was having a little. He was going through something at the time.
Right, he's going through a phase.
Yeah. So the 50 times that he did it, if he stops on the 51st, then you're gonna subtract 49 infractions off that motherfucker. Like 40, you gonna forgive 49 infractions? Yes, 49. As long as he'll make it to 51, I'm gonna start him back at 1 on some Brian. What's his last name? Brian. What's his name? No, is it Byron? The he used to be in Take 6.
Yeah, Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight. Back at 1, baby. We're back at 1. We made it. We back at 1. Fuck. Listen. I'm gonna subtract 49 so we can be back at 1 for you. All as a reward, for you, for you not making it to 51. You know what I mean? We're gonna subtract 49 off your record, expunged, totally expunged. No, it's sealed. It cannot be. You ain't going to Bill Cosby this shit. That shit staying sealed. Fuck out of here. Nobody will see this again, ever. It never happened. What happened? What you talking about?
Nope.
How can you have witnesses to something that never happened? What, they saw it not happen? Because I was there when it didn't happen. So was you. We were all there when it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Back at 1, baby. Brian McKnight. We back at 1, baby. 1.
Don't do it.
I just said Brian McKnight. He gonna get us back at 1, baby. So yeah. So we do that shit. We do it with parents too. And but plenty of times our parents have convinced us or instructed us not to see what we saw. Plenty of times. Whether you're talking about domestic violence or drug use or parents are human and they do all kinds of foul shit. And when you really love your parents, you see a lot of times you see them through rose-colored glasses. So they making excuses and you making excuses for them. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. My dad is the shit. My dad is the best. My mom. I ain't mad at it, but just understand that not everybody else is gonna be able to see through the lenses that you're looking through. Mr. Crazy Twa says, when was Brian McKnight in Take 6? Before.
No, his brother was in Take 6, but I knew what you meant.
Listen, I gotta turn your mic off.
And he and his brother.
I gotta turn. Let me shut up mic off. I gotta shut up mic off. Yeah. Yeah. Brian McKnight was in Take 6 before. Now I can bring the caller back on. Hello. I'm sorry. I had a problem with your mic. Problem. He produced the group. He wrote some of these songs. He did. He just did.
I'm gonna need you to chill.
He was in the group. Brian McKnight. That's where he came from.
Listen, ain't nobody scared of you. You can mute me and unmute me.
It's not about muting you. I had to shut your mic off on some Star and Buck Wild shit. Shut his mic off. That's the only thing I liked about it. That's the only thing I liked about that show. He'd be like, shut his mic off. I was like, that shit is the flyest shit. Like, we're not hearing none of that shit. Shut his mic off. Grits and Wavy and Grits. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming through on the late tip. It's all good. It's all love. We about to do these birthday shout outs after I shut this mic off. Yeah, I'm saying, I get a body here gonna try to tell me that Brian McKnight. Well, look, I'm gonna Google it right now. Boom.
Yeah, Google it.
I'm gonna Google that shit right now.
Let me get my popcorn.
Was Brian? See, you fucked up the whole Google. You fucked the whole Google up. Hold on, I gotta do it again. All right.
My bad.
Was Brian McKnight in the group Take 6?
His brother, Michael McKnight, signed a record deal with Warner Brothers for the group.
Shut a mic off. Shut a mic off. Shut a fucking mic off. Shut up, stupid ass. Stupid John. You're over here lying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It literally said his brother.
You know what I'm saying? This is fucking lying ass.
That's what you get.
Lying ass. Lad. I'm trying to tell you. I'm saying.
It said his brother.
No, but that's not. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Let me see. Okay.
They look just alike, so I can understand.
Hold on. McKnight was born on June 5th, 1969. In Buffalo, New York, USA. His mother used to sing alto in the gospel choir Buffalo's manual. His brother, Michael McKnight, signed a record deal for Warner Brothers and Take 6 in 1990. And fuck this bullshit. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Brian McKnight, he was in Take 6. And he changed his name to Michael for a short stint. He changed his name to Michael for a short stint. It was all for tax reasons. You know what I mean? They say Michael wasn't the one that used to beat on his women. That was whenever he wanted to beat on his woman, he turned into Brian McKnight. And he was back at one. He was back at one. As long as he don't go to, as long as he don't get the, as long as he don't get the 51 ass whoopings, we can subtract 49 of them ass whoopings. Go Brian. Go Brian.
No,
go Brian.
I'm not going to hell with you.
Go Brian. Go Brian. One, I don't whip no ass at all. Two, now. Oh. Healing from a black eye ain't no fun, but we're starting back at one. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at the time. It's time for us to do these birthday shout outs. I tell you, boy. Woo, boy, does the time fly. Boy, does the time, I swear, oof. Sheesh. How does that happen? How does that happen? Where's the time go? Where the hell? Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the show. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Uh-oh, my internet acting crazy. Can you hear me, caller?
I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right, I think they buffering on the YouTube side. They buffer it. All right, they back. We back on the YouTube side. Okay, all right. And I know why I was buffering too. I know why we was buffering on the YouTube side too. Because
you were singing that back at
that's right. That's right. Y'all was lying on Brian McKnight. He controls the internet. Okay. All right. So listen, I got to get you on up out of here, but I appreciate you coming through, calling in. I really, really do.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for making things a success. Appreciate you mucho. All right.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Peace. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 8th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. I got to give a shout out to my man whose birthday was yesterday, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Yo, my brother, sorry I didn't get to shout you out yesterday, but you know that you're my man, no doubt. And I said, and there was another go-getter. There was another go-getter on the list that we had to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? We had to acknowledge, my man, Timothy Barnes, and also Key Yamaya. Happy birthday to all my go-getters and everybody else who was born on July 7th without a diggy out. All right, number one out the box, Niecy Wells, turning 50 years old today. Or was that 30? Hold on, let me see. Turning 50 years old today, 1971. So have fun. Yo, you do the thing till the day is done. And also Rashia McGee. Happy birthday to you, Rashia McGee and Michelle Stovall, turning 38 years old today. And Honest Levine, happy birthday to you. And Baker Starts, happy birthday to you. And my man from the 1991-92, my man used to be coming on through, George Williams, turning 48 years old today. My man, George, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious July 8th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen, it's real. It's real. The ones that you love can sometimes make your eyes lie. And sometimes you can make your eyes lie because of the ones that you love. We don't always want to see the negative traits in the people that we really, really care for. But the truth is the truth, regardless of whether you let your lie for you or whether you let your mouth tell the truth. Somebody else has seen it. and they saw it the same way that you saw it, but they saw it through a different perspective, and they are more than willing to tell the truth about it. Now, when they try to relate the truth to you and you are in denial of it, they're going to notice that too. And now whether they choose to push through with that and push that agenda, or whether they decide to back off and let you just go ahead and be great and think what you want to think, feel how you want to feel. We understand. Sometimes it's our kids. Sometimes it's our man. Sometimes it's our woman. Sometimes it's our friend. Sometimes it's our mom. Sometimes it's our dad. Sometimes it's motherfucking crabs in a barrel. So let me tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And some of y'all might not get this, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. You have two people standing on the sidewalk talking. You have one person talking, and the other person talking also. They're talking to each other. You don't know if the person on this side is telling the truth or the person on this side is telling the truth. But neither one of them are the truth. The truth is in the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. The truth is in the sidewalk. It don't matter what this one said or that one said. They standing on the foundation of truth. The sidewalk knows it all, baby. It knows it all, baby. So do the floorboards. So does the ceramic tile. So does the linoleum. So does the carpet. That's where the truth is. It's the foundation, baby. It's the floor. I want to thank y'all all for coming through. And supporting the Daily Go Get 'Em Business show. Like I said, man, please hit smash the like button, hit it, smash it, mash it, push it, play it, kick it. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. We will be back tomorrow night, and it'll be Friday night, so that'll be a good look, right? Be a good look, right? All right. Had a short week. Good look. July 4th was Monday. You know, we having a good week. All right. I mean, well, it was July 5th, recognizing July 4th from Sunday. All right, y'all. So yo, good looking out on the likes. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you very much. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. Oh yes, baby. So on this Throwback Thursday, let's get real about relationships Thursday. That's how we do it. See y'all tomorrow at 7. So let me get my blog talkers on up out of here. I holler back and get with you the next tier. And for my Instagrammers, Five Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming through and putting up with my grandma word. All right. Ooh. And for my YouTubers, y'all know how we do, but I get back and holler back, yo. Where we at, yo? Yo, man, love y'all to death. Peace.